Good afternoon, good evening, welcome to Flat Earth School, the school that is around us 24/7 since the beginning of existence. I'm Mitchell from Australia, merely a student here, always learning, always listening, always looking, questioning everything there is about this beautiful natural world, our Flat Earth School. Thank you everyone for being here. Yes, this is the time I usually start my streams. John Boyhart's is always 6 a.m. Australian time, 7 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Central. That is the times right now for Flat Earth School streams. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Please, everyone, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you'd like to support my work, if you think I do a good job, if you just feel sorry for me, or want to give me a bit of encouragement, the link's in the description for my Patron, for purchasing my wife's book, for PayPal, all that fun stuff. Today we're going to be talking about Flerfspective. Or is it just reality? Is it just how we see things? Is it just things getting apparently smaller as they move away from you? Is that how our world works? As far as we can tell, that is how our world works. Globe earthers, globe believers, call it Flerfspective because they don't like to admit that things shrink as they get further away from you. Apparently, not physically. That is what perspective is. Something that their Earth curve calculators totally deny. Totally leave out. Exclude. Don't want to talk about. Whatever you want to call it, Earth curve calculators do not take into account perspective. Why would they? The thing that they would enter in as perspective is Earth curvature. So they'll be doubling up, wouldn't they? Because all the perceived Earth curvature is, and that's perceived, not physical, is perspective. Yeah? All to do with optics. That's what we're getting told now. We get told that the horizon, that thing out there, the apparent position where the sky meets the sea, we're now told that that thing there is all optical. That's our argument. Welcome to Flat Earth. Now this view out here is outside Jervis Bay. Whoop. That's just outside. That is beautiful too. I will go there. It's Kurrong. It is gorgeous. Some whales sometimes visit the bay, but it's not really whale season anymore. And as I pan around, we're about to see a large lake. Definitely going to go there with my drone as well. Have been there on Flat Earth School streams before for those playing at home. The first time that I used my drone, not streaming from, but just showing that over a nice flat lake, as I move my drone away from the observer, it appears, drone appears to lower in altitude. It doesn't actually lower in altitude. It's all to do with perspective, or what globe earthers will call Flerfspective, because apparently it only happens on a flat Earth. No. It happens in reality, doesn't it? Good to see everyone in here. Flatzoid. Yes, 90 degrees of curve. Killer. Why am I getting notifications? I've got Do Not Disturb on, and I'm still getting notifications. Anyway, look at this gorgeous beach that I'm at today. This is Red Point, part of Kalala Beach. Go for a little fly, shall we? Show you how gorgeous it is. Get the right angle. It's all about the light with drones and photography and anything optical, isn't it? Hope everyone is happy and healthy today. If you're not, get happy and healthy. Because us flat earthers are. We're happy. We're healthy. We're here. We're enjoying this beautiful flat earth school around us. Yes, Flatzoid FE. Isn't it comical how we... What was the comment? He finds it weird how we can demonstrate perspective in reality, and yet globe believers claim it does not exist. Why is that? Yes, Taboo Conspiracies videos are... new videos are a great explanation. That's what I'm going to be featuring after the drone comes back down. One of Taboo Conspiracy's latest videos about perspective. Or is it just Flerfspective, Globers? No. It's reality is what it is. It is, RH, it is a beautiful day on flat Earth. I agree. From this view of the drone. Gary Feltman, hello. How are you? Now, for those playing at home, this is the location that I did my sea science from on the paddleboard, where I almost lost my phone in the water. Luckily, it's a Samsung and it's waterproof. So, even though it did get wet, it was fine. The microphone was a bit beat up. But this is where I did Anthony Riley's egg experiment. Yes, Flat Earth Reset. What Globers say, there is no such thing as perspective. They're saying we got it all wrong. They can say what they want. They say a lot of things, don't they? Well, if it's coming from people like anti-flat earthers, why are we taking their word for anything? Because they are only in this conversation because we are in this conversation, because we have made the conversation in the first place, in the first instance. They are so predictable. That's why they are talking about the sextant, because we are talking about the sextant. Yeah, Flatzoid is a beautiful area. There is a lot of seaweed, though, at the moment. I think with all the big swells lately, it's been churning up the bay. Lots of seaweed. Skyfree. Saw some of your videos recently. Very good. Flat Earth Reset. You made the claim that Globers deny perspective. You can't name a single one. The burden of proof is on you. Flat Earth Perspective. Why do people put Flat Earth in their name and then go and heckle Flat Earthers? Flat Earth Reset. What a troll. Yeah? Fight the Flat Earth. Craig. Fight the tight shirt. He's one of them. The burden of proof is on me. to produce a name of one of the anti-flat earthers who say that perspective or Flerfspective, perspective doesn't exist, it's all Flerfspective. Sleeping Warrior, watch Flat Earth Reset. He's just trolling. Don't know why these people like to put Flat Earth in their name. Another one, FE Pilot. Yeah, just trolling Flat Earth. Nothing to do with giving us any information. Not asking any valid questions. The plain truth says, love you, Michelle from Australia. While we're on the topic of Craig, Fight the Flat Earth, he's come out recently saying that he's going to make a video on the sextant. Apparently he's a subject matter expert, and I need to correct myself on yesterday's show. I said that Craig, Fight the Flat Earth, he's not dumb. And QE pulled me up straight away. He said, need I remind you, Mitchell? And he played the clip of Fight the Flat Earth saying to me, hold your hand out in front of me. Is that your actual hand that you're seeing? And I say, yes. And Craig, Fight the Flat Earth, says, no, it's not. So, that is firmly retracted. Fight the Flat Earth definitely is dumb as a doornail. Useless as tits on a bull. Yeah? But yeah, stay tuned for that. Fight the Flat Earth Craig. He's going to be making a video detailing how we use the sextant and things that Craig needs to address. I'll get them out. I'll get the questions. Craig, if you're listening, which I know you are because you can't stay away from channels like this one here. I know. It's been 2 weeks, hasn't it, Adam? We've been waiting 2 weeks for a subject matter expert to give us a video on the sextant. Yeah? On his subject matter that he's an expert at. So, Craig, Fight the Flat Earth. You need to answer these questions. Are sextants used by mariners to successfully navigate using the relationship between the Earth's surface and celestial objects? Now, obviously, that's what sextants do. So he's going to have to respond with yes. Number 2, Craig. Are sextants used to obtain your position to celestial objects? Yeah, that's what we do with sextants. Obtain our position. This is the one that you're going to have to either deny or support. Can you obtain an elevation angle from a curved adjacent, which is the curved baseline? For those of you playing at home that don't know what a curved adjacent is, the bottom side of a triangle. Triangle inherently being 3 straight lines. That is the most important one. Can you obtain an elevation angle from a curved adjacent, Craig? We're waiting for this easy question to be answered. Can we obtain an elevation angle from a curved adjacent? Adam Meakin says another question for Fight the Flat Earth. Should a man who is clearly wearing XXL wear t-shirts labelled medium? Come on, Adam. We'll start the ad-homs after we've ripped him apart, after the subject matter expert, the self-proclaimed subject matter expert, Fight the Flat Earth, gives us some great sound bites on how to use the sextant. It is going to be glorious. Yeah, I've been waiting to. Why? What's the delay? Chop, chop. Craig, we're waiting. But anyway. Yeah, Adam, you seem a bit triggered. Are you okay? I mean, I'd be triggered too if I was a globe believer. Oh, wait, you're not a globe believer, Adam. You're a flat earth believer. We don't get triggered. Everything that we say, we can back up. Everything that we say, we've got evidence for. Something we're going to be going over today is perspective. Adam says, show me the horizon. Well, I was just about to bring the drone down, Adam, but I can show you the horizon if you want. If it's going to make you less triggered. We need to make a name up for you, Adam. A globe name. When you play devil's advocate. There's the horizon. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it just a lovely physical earth curve blockage? Oh, wait. Black swan. No, it's not. Yeah, that's better. Calm again. There's the earth curve physical blockage. Said no one ever. Even globe believers deny that the horizon is physical earth curvature now. We wouldn't expect to see the geometric horizon. The plain truth, Travis, you've been doing some good videos at the moment. He says just started making FE TikTok videos today. Very nice. Let me know how it goes. Not really into the other social medias other than YouTube, if you call YouTube a social media. All right, about to bring the drone in. Then we'll get into some presentations on Flerfspective, or is it just reality? It's definitely a glorious day on this flat earth school. No rain, hardly any clouds. Great conditions. This is what we like to see, isn't it? When I can actually get my drone out. No fear of it getting wet. Don't have to go and run and hide. Hardly any people on the beach. It's a great time of the morning to be doing these things. And just like that, we're back on solid ground. This is a pretty special location for Flat Earth School streams because I have streamed from those rocks over there on the ground. Just had my phone on the tripod. Yeah. The first time I was doing streams. And then I advanced into using my paddleboard to go out past those rocks there to do a bit of science. That's real science. Sea science, if you will. Science at sea on the water. Streaming from the water on my paddleboard. And now, streaming from the air. So this is quite a significant place for myself anyway. And for anyone playing at home. For anyone who likes these flat earth school streams. It's a beautiful place here. I love this red point. All right, let's get into some presentations, shall we? Swap out the battery on this drone. Let's see. Who are we going to be playing today? So I did mention Skyfall. I don't think you made the cut today, Skyfall. I was going to include some of your videos, but we're just going to have to make do with the ones I picked. All right, so we'll start with this one. This is from, pretty sure it's DITRH. Yep, DITRH. Let's make it a bit bigger. I think I'm going to have to... Apologies if the audio quality just went down, but the visual quality has definitely gone up. I'll turn the sound up because DITRH includes some great sound clips. Just gets too far away for our eyes or the camera to perceive. It just fades out. And this is going to be in reverse, it coming back. That's what we would see if the sun was rising. It would just be a point of light appearing fading in. There's some great videos by DITRH with his drone. If anyone does have a fade in, sun fade in or fade out video, send them to me. I will play them. Love those videos. Is this Flerfspective? Or is it just reality? Is it just how we view the world? Where does the sun go? Is it being obstructed physically, bottom up, by a physical Earth curvature known as the horizon? No. Even without the black swan, we can see that's not what is happening here. The sun is not being obstructed by a physical Earth curvature. It's just fading out, isn't it? Some wonderful footage by DITRH. Deep inside the rabbit hole. David Weiss. Yeah, the sun does not set. It just appears to set. It just fades out into the opaqueness. The Flat Earth Podcast, a biannual. I think it's bi-yearly at this point. Yes, go and check out the Flat Earth Podcast, David Weiss and Matt Long. They're awesome podcast. I will be going into taboo conspiracies video shortly. Yes, plain truth. Travis, the plain truth. The world is our classroom. That's why, yes, I name these streams Flat Earth School. Now, this is a video that I made probably almost 2 years ago now. Yet another simple. Just pause it there. Almost 2 years ago I made this video. Why do objects disappear bottom up? Let's go all the way back here. Right.
At home. You have a coin and a flat table. And I'm going to demonstrate how we can make an object disappear bottom up without the need of curvature or without the need of a physical obstruction for that matter. Now you globers are going to sit at home and say that table is just higher than the observer height or the camera height. Now let's get that sorted quick smart. When we zoom in, we increase the focal length and increase the angular resolution. And we can resolve that coin in its entirety. As you can see, the bottom of the coin shining and when you zoom back out, the coin is unresolvable again. Nice flat table, no physical obstruction. This is all optical.
And apologies for the quality. I think I've got, yeah, three. Oh, what a rookie mistake. Put it in. Hopefully I'll zoom back.
There's absolutely no obstruction here.
Taboo conspiracy.
This is due to angular resolution. The angle from the observer to the coin was far too small to resolve the coin.
Now look at this, I lay the coin flat on the table.
Now when I lay it down, we can still see the coin flat on the table. No problem. And you can still see some table underneath the coin. But when you zoom out, the angular resolution is way too small to resolve that.
Hang on, I can't let this go. Flat Earth Lost, another Flat Earth troll account, has said, bravo, you've proved refraction. This is what's listen to the, you can't make this shit up. Seriously, for those playing at home, we've got a Flat Earth troll in the chat by the name of Flat Earth Lost saying, you've just proved refraction. Hopefully that was hopefully you're not a troll. Hopefully that's just a bit of sarcasm. Can you confirm, Flat Earth Lost? Were you actually... No. I must have misunderstood. Flat Earth lost. It must be it must be a joke. He just said that we've proved refraction. Sorry, I just saw that comment. I couldn't let that go. So, is refraction bending the light from the observer to the coin? Is that how we see the coin? I'll go back. Let's go back to... I'll start it again. Because...
Can do at home. You have a coin and a flat table. And I'm going to demonstrate.
Gadget Inspector says, Flat Earth Lost is a troll and he regrets he posted that now. Where's he gone? Flat Earth Lost, where you gone? Can you come back and confirm that you were being serious when you said we've just confirmed refraction when doing these things?
How we can make an object disappear bottom up without the need of curvature, or without the need of a physical obstruction for that matter. Now you globers are going to sit at home and say that table is just higher than the observer height or the camera height. Now let's get that sorted quick smart. When we zoom in, we increase the focal length and increase the angular resolution. And we can resolve that coin in its entirety. As you can see, the bottom of the coin shining.
So the table's just higher than the coin, is it? Globe believers, no. I zoom in and I can see the bottom of the coin again. Zoom out and it's gone.
And when you zoom back out, the coin is unresolvable again.
Is this physical or is it optical, globe believers?
Nice flat table, no physical obstruction. This is all optical. There's absolutely no obstruction here. This is due to angular resolution. The angle from the observer to the coin was far too small to resolve the coin. Now when I lay it down, we can still see the coin flat on the table. No problem. You can still see some table underneath the coin. But when you zoom out, the angular resolution is way too small to resolve that coin. Nothing to do with physical obstruction, and the table definitely isn't curving. A 100% of the light of that coin is still reaching the observer. The only thing
There's the coin
that is creating this optical illusion of something disappearing bottom up is the angle to which you are viewing the object. As you can see, the entire coin is resolved. And when you zoom out, decreasing the focal length, it's unresolved. Now, if this was a ship out in the water, all you globers would assert that it is Earth curve creating this bottom-up disappearance. But as I've just shown, angular resolution is a thing. Now, what is angular resolution? Well, it all has to do with the way that we view light, whether it be from your eyeball, a camera, or a telescope. In optics, the best focused spot of light that a perfect lens with a circular aperture can make is called the airy disc. Now, as you can see in this left-hand side, there are 2 points of light and 2 airy discs. They are both resolved. Now, when they get closer together, this meets the Rayleigh criterion, or the diffraction limit. And so the Rayleigh criterion specifies the minimum separation between 2 light sources that may be resolved into each distinct object. And when the light sources get even closer on the right-hand side, they become unresolvable. So relating this to my observation, when the coin...
I'll just pause it there. Flat Earth lost. Where does refraction come into this? Can you point it out for us? Are we seeing the coin being resolved because it's bending light from the observer to my eye? Or am I just resolving it with a better focal length, with a better aperture? Look at this. Globe believers trolling the Rayleigh criterion. Never thought I'd see the day. Are you denying, Flat Earth Lost, that we don't need to zoom in? Would I just see that coin resolve itself because of refraction without zooming in? No. I had to zoom in. I had to increase my focal length. I had to increase my aperture. And that's why the coin was resolvable again. Because it was past the Rayleigh criterion, as I just explained. Yeah, this... Optic deniers. Yeah, Adam Meakin, optic deniers. And I did see your comment before, Adam, saying that QE did give us the scientific method. And this bloke here, Flat Earth Lost, has just given us a scientific hypothesis, maybe? This is not coming from me. This is coming from Adam. What did you say before, Adam? Something about science proving refraction in this instance here. We can prove that things are resolvable due to refraction. Nothing to do with the actual optics of the device, the diffraction limit of the device, or the eye. Yes, hey, Nathan Oakley. This is... You've just missed a massive concession or blunder from... Is that bloke called? Flat Earth Lost? Obviously, Nathan, you've seen the coin disappearing on the table. Observation that I just went through. I just went through the Rayleigh criterion.
And for that matter,
I just explained why.
Can do at home.
Explained why this coin disappears due to the Rayleigh criterion, due to the diffraction limit being met. And do you know what Flat Earth Lost just commented on? We're seeing the coin again when I zoom in because of refraction. Nothing to do with the Rayleigh criterion or the diffraction limit. Nothing to do with the things that I just perfectly described. Even Craig Flight the Flat Earth, he critiqued this video over 2 years ago and he said, I demonstrated and described the Rayleigh criterion perfectly. But that's just not what was happening, apparently. I'll just go through it once more for those playing at home. Adam Meakin said, QE gets the credit for scientific method. It appears anti-flat earthers are giving proof of refraction to me. Yes, that's what Adam Meakin said in the chat before. It is unbelievable, isn't it? Yes, meanwhile, Nathan Oakley says, you no longer have a physical geometric sphere edge for a horizon, as required by your geometric globe model. No. And that's what this observation lends credence to. It is not a physical obstruction when we're looking at the horizon, is it?
You have a coin and a flat table.
I'll turn it down.
And I'm going to demonstrate.
So the coin just moves away from us, like an object moving away from an observer, like a ship moving away from an observer. Bottom-up obstruction. Now it must be because it's being physically obstructed, right, globe believers? That table is physically obstructing the coin. Oh no, look, I increased the focal length. I increased the aperture. And it's resolvable again. The coin is no longer past the Rayleigh criterion. The point at which two objects are unresolvable. They merge into one. And this is exactly what happens when we view everything in this world. When two objects are too close together and past the Rayleigh criterion, we cannot resolve them anymore. 10th Man says, since it's a flat table, we can rule out 7/6R refraction. That's what that's what Flat Earth Lost was claiming, that we see this coin being resolved due to refraction. Yes, diffraction. I think that's what he meant. Nathan Oakley. He got refraction and diffraction terribly mixed up. The diffraction of light, not the refraction of light. Yes, meanwhile, we no longer have a geometric Earth curvature physical blockage for ships to go over. Yes, share your pain, Globe Believers. It is a safe place here. Until I see your comment, absolutely berate you. Thanks, Flatzoid. I thought I did have my... I've got it on Do Not Disturb mode, and I'm still getting notifications. Isn't it great being a live YouTube presenter? Rayleigh Criterion.
They are both resolved. Now, when they get close together,
Went over what the Rayleigh Criterion
my
was.
observation, when the coin is closer to the camera, it is...
Now, this is just Muppet vision for the Muppets who like to use orthographic view. For Globe Believers who can't see what's going on visually without putting it in Muppet vision. This is what we're actually seeing here.
fully resolved. As you start moving the coin away from the camera, it meets the Rayleigh criterion, or the diffraction limit, and this creates a smaller angle, making the coin disappear bottom up. And when you move the coin further away, it becomes fully unresolved.
Now, usually, Globe Believers would put a curve where that flat table is, and notice how I specifically and intentionally did not put perspective into account here. This is what the Globe Believers do. Yeah, that coin, as it moves away from us, it appears to be, its angular size appears to be less. That's what we saw in the video, but when using orthographic view, apparently nothing gets smaller as it moves away from us. And that's why I left the coin at the exact same size, because that's what the Globe Believers do. They can only learn, it's just small baby steps. They can only learn in orthographic view of things. They can't learn in actual observer point perspective view. All right, that'll probably do for my video. I did see Taboo Conspiracy in here before. Thank you for dropping by, Taboo. I'm going to be playing one of your videos now. Your most recent upload.
This will be a supplement.
Alright, so
This will be...
I did play Taboo Conspiracy's first upload from a couple of years ago, but he re-uploaded it on his channel yesterday or the day before, and this is a kind of a follow-up. So Taboo Conspiracy, everyone subscribe to Taboo Conspiracy III. Yes, it is the third time that he's had to make a channel because it keeps getting taken down. I wonder why. Why does this trigger YouTube? Why does this trigger the Globe Believers so much, these things that Taboo Conspiracy puts out? They are glorious, Taboo Conspiracy. Thank you for giving us these awesome videos. All right, let's go into it.
A supplement to my last video. For this video, I will present two pieces of video evidence to demonstrate why the globe Earth curvature calculators are all wrong. Example 1. If a camera is placed at 2.25 feet above the water and is filming a boat approximately 6 to 7 miles away, would a bird and rock about 1.25 feet above the water ever be taller than the distant boat as portrayed in this diagram? Does this orthographic view generally represent reality? Here's the actual footage from Wide Awake. Is that a giant bird on a huge boulder? Or is this only a perspective issue, causing the boat to appear smaller than even a small bird? Example 2. If a camera is placed at only 1.25 inches above a flat surface, and an object is placed 35 feet away that is only 0.5 inch tall, could a 0.1 inch ladybug ever exceed the height of the object that is 0.5 inch tall, as shown in the diagram? Here's the footage from Sky Free. Is that a giant ladybug, or is perspective shrinkage a reality. As you can see in both examples, there is no angle issue. According to the orthographic view, there shouldn't be hardly any blockage whatsoever. We only have a perspective issue, and there are dozens of examples of this. These closer, smaller objects are blocking more distant but larger objects based only on perspective and angular size. But instead of a bird or rock or a ladybug, consider what would happen if they were instead a massive earth bulge. Considering only perspective, would the bulge still block the distant objects based only on perspective, regardless of even a small bird? This will be a supplement to my last video. For this video, I will present two pieces of video evidence to demonstrate why the globe Earth curvature calculators are all wrong. Example 1. If a camera is placed at 2.25 feet above the water and is filming a boat approximately 6 to 7 miles away, would a bird and rock about 1.25 feet above the water ever be taller than the distant boat as portrayed in this diagram? Does this orthographic view generally represent reality? Here's the actual footage from Wide Awake. Is that a giant bird on a huge boulder? Or is this only a perspective issue, causing the boat to appear smaller than even a small bird? Example 2. If a camera is placed at only 1.25 inches above a flat surface, and an object is placed 35 feet away that is only 0.5 inch tall, could a 0.1 inch ladybug ever exceed the height of the object that is 0.5 inch tall, as shown in the diagram? Here's the footage from Sky Free. Is that a giant ladybug, or is perspective, shrinkage, a reality? As you can see in both examples, there is no angle issue. According to the orthographic view, there shouldn't be hardly any blockage whatsoever. We only have a...
So the things that I do here is just demonstrate our natural world. As far as we know, as far as we can see, it's a flat Earth. What do you have a view on what the world could be? Do you think it could be a globe? Do you think it could be flat? What do you have an opinion at all? Do you think? Not something that you'd really come up in general kind of thought?
See this place here, man?
Yeah.
See how it's big, how it's round?
Yep.
Big and round?
Yep.
It represents the moon.
The moon? Yep. That's brilliant. I'll just tell my viewers, because how many we got? We got 57 people in the live stream at the moment. I've got Shane.
Yep.
Shane is a local Aboriginal person with us at the moment. He's just walked up to me and he's saying that I did show a view of Jervis Bay before from my drone.
Yeah, right.
And what did you say just then, Shane? That Jervis Bay is a representation of the moon.
Yeah, Jervis Bay is a representation of the moon. When it comes beyond at night time, all the stars, everything, daytime, when it comes to daytime, all the stars and everything, all the fish inside the moon, Jervis Bay. Over the other side, Lake Woolloomboola.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that represents the sun.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, so
that's awesome. That's a great representation of our local area here. So that's something that has passed down through generations for you guys.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of, I want to say stories, but like is there anything that passed down from generation to generation about kind of the layout of the land? Like was there anything in our reality that could lead you guys to think that we're living on a globe with a curved surface? Because I definitely don't think that we're living on a globe with a curved surface. Everything that we see here presents itself as flat. That the video I was just going through is all kind of a perspective thing.
Yeah.
So like as things get further away, they appear to be smaller. That's why the sun sets.
Yeah, well, like in the dream time, there's like a plug in the bottom of this.
In the bay?
Yeah.
Yep.
In the moon, like for instance, with the old man inside of us, the child inside.
Yep.
That old man represents the moon. He keeps the glow of the moon within the snowy mountains and that. When I was born, the earth and everything around here, well, the old man stayed inside the moon when the world started coming all unbalanced.
Yep.
And yeah, had to regenerate itself. Yeah, well, he stayed inside the cave and within the moon, and he keeps the light. There's a child inside, same as inside yourself.
Yeah, inside us. Yeah.
But yeah, as for the shape and that, it's like far out.
It's a big question, isn't it? It's kind of like, what is reality? What is the world around us? Like, is there anything that you think that could lead you to the conclusion that we could be living on a globe, do you think?
Oh yeah, for sure, mate.
Yeah?
Like far out. Look at all them other planets.
The planets in the sky, lights in the sky, yeah?
All them other planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and far out, man. We started from the first planet. You know what I mean? Look what happened in the first planet. Every one of them planets, you know what I mean, we come from. They it's just been destroyed and it's been left the way it is.
Yeah, you think we've come from those planets and we're now here on Earth here?
Yeah.
Is that in the dream time? Is there anything that to say what the planets and stars are in the dream time? Why are they significant, do you think?
They represent the regeneration of life itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, every planet's got a certain, you know what I mean, a certain thing on it, and that represents a certain manner of life. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's awesome. I homeschool my kids. We got 3 kids. We homeschool, and my daughter was interested in Aboriginal culture, and she looked up that the stars can tell. Well, you can tell, and still do, and used to tell Aboriginal hunters when was the time to go and hunt, like emu eggs.
Yeah.
There's a constellation in the sky.
Yeah. Well, there's an emu formed in the stars.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, a cockatoo as well.
Yeah, cockatoo. What's that significant for, do you think?
Oh,
like
man.
The time of year.
In town there, we've got a sacred area.
In Nowra?
Yeah. There's like a cave of an old man, a shape of an old man.
Oh, whereabouts is that?
A cave in town.
Yeah. Around the showground?
Up the river.
Up the river, okay, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a sacred area, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't just go and visit it just for fun. Like, that's a sacred Aboriginal area.
The main old fellas still, they're a lot alive, but they still sit around that same fireplace.
Yeah.
And, they still do the dreaming same way. There's a cave right next to where they sit, up on the fireplace. And when they light the fireplace up, they go on a journey with each other, close their eyes and go on a journey with each other within the dream time. They go back into that cave and then they go back up into the stars and sit up and hover with them animals. Yeah, and lots of things happen.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Have you ever experienced that? Have you gone out with the old fellas? And yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you only get that stuff if you really earn it.
Yeah, it's all about earning it, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you don't just go for the fun of it, do you? You don't just go, I'll come today. No, you got to earn it, don't you? Yeah. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Is it still stuff you're teaching to the young Aboriginal men and women?
Not at the moment. I'm just like regathering myself out here, and I've got a lot to do. Got a hell of a lot to do, but
yeah. Well, it's a great place to start, isn't it? Away from everything, away from everybody.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. Just being at one with the earth.
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up out here in the fishing net, out with the Greenville Point fellas, Orange Point.
Yep.
Fellas here, Geringer Mission.
Geringer, yep.
Yeah, little old uncle. I've done whatever he said he wanted me to do, no matter what. With a lot of respect. is there hauling, fishing, hauling on the beach.
Yep.
Traditional fishing there. Well, yeah, I started with no light, nothing. When I was a kid, I'd feel through the net with their bare hands and barefoot. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, didn't need any fancy equipment that we got these days. No, you can just do it with your barefoot, just with your hands.
Yeah.
Go out in nature and just get your own food, provide for yourself.
Yeah, it was good. There's a lot else. I'll tell you what, there's a hell of a lot here, like in this place, because see, like this is the mother country. This is the mother country, because of the rebirth of life of the sun and the moon. When all the mountains, all Gippsland and that, I saw this is the mother country. All the mountains, snowy mountains, Gippsland is all the motherland. The motherland. This is the mother country. Gippsland's the motherland.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So you've grown up in this area here?
Yeah. I'm a part. I'm a part of this old.
Do you mind if I put you on camera?
No, yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, this is Sean. Oh,
Shane.
Sorry, Shane. Shane, do you want to step over here? The light's a bit. This is Shane. How long have you been on this earth here, Shane?
I'm ancient.
Yeah. Age is just a formality, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm 48.
Yeah, right. Yep.
I'm nearly 50.
Yeah. So you've obviously been around a fair bit. Yeah, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
What do you think about the current situation at the moment? Like the whole COVID thing. Is it a valid thing, or is it just the kind of the government just absolutely screwing with everybody? Like I don't believe that COVID is a big bad disease out there killing people. You'd think it'd be very apparent, wouldn't you? You'd think that people would be dropping dead left, right, and centre. Do you think it's a?
People dropping dead left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Mate, man, I reckon, to tell you the truth, I reckon it's designed to kill a certain gene of people, man.
Yeah, right. Yep.
A certain gene of people.
So I think that you think there could be something that is spread between person to person that is actually hurting us at the moment? Just a certain sort of people?
When I say a certain gene of people,
yep.
I mean like an ancient certain bloodline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, say for yourself, like your sort of people. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the government continually says that Aboriginal people are more vulnerable to the COVID disease, don't they? So are you getting pushed to get the vaccine? Are you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, in a big way.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why I'd rather be isolated and everything.
That's
like
fair.
that.
Let me shake your hand, mate. Good on you. Good on you.
Yeah.
You don't need the vaccine.
Yeah,
Stay
no
strong.
way.
Stay strong. You do not need that vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great. So you just gone out in the bush, away from everything, just on your own.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't need the vaccine. Don't need any of that crap. Because
no way, mate.
Isn't it weird that there's more people getting injured from the vaccine than the actual disease at the moment?
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah, a certain gene of people, like far out. My family dates back to the first dialect within Gippsland.
How far back do you think that could be?
Just way back.
Yeah, thousands of years?
Yeah.
Thousands?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands, yeah.
Yeah, see, Scotland come in from the eastern bottom corner. My last name's McLeod.
McLeod, yep.
See, well, pretty much within every country within the snowy mountains, that's where the language begins.
Language for the entire Earth or for Aboriginal
Every
people?
country.
Every country. So the Snowy Mountains is very significant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereabouts in the Snowy Mountains do you think?
Every country.
Yeah, okay.
Every country. Like Gippsland in Australia.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much where the first dialect starts.
Like naturally, that's a very, very cold area. how did Aboriginal people survive them without
Well,
with?
Scotland, they reckon there's a book on us, McLeod's over here, about that thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, big book.
So you got a rich cultural heritage then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What you ask? Sorry?
I asked, how did Aboriginal people survive back before we've got all these fancy
Within-
technology to keep us
especially
warm?
within Gippsland and that.
Yeah, when it's really cold.
Yeah, well,
Is it just you get used to your surroundings? Do you think?
oh, yeah, man, your body adapts.
Yeah.
It ends up adapting to the atmosphere.
Yep.
No matter where you're at.
Yep.
Yeah, you really.
Yeah. If you're out
really
living on
train ourselves to understand that
Yeah.
deep within.
I suppose all the comforts that we have, that's kind of making us weaker and more susceptible to things, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially the food that we eat. Obviously, the food that you would eat if you go and catch your own food, that's a lot healthier than the food we go and get at the supermarket.
Oh, yeah,
all the
exactly,
all the pesticides and herbicides and all the poisons that they put in the food.
Yeah.
I mean, the water. Like, what do you do for water? Do you?
Yeah, like it takes a little bit longer to get all that to get all that stuff out of your body.
Oh, sorry. This is the camera view.
We have to pretty much sit around the fireplace and sweat like a sweat.
Yeah, sweat it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, detox yourself, sort of. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Get rid of all the crap in our bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could be another thing that's kind of weakened our bodies to something like if there is a disease going around, like.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
Like we're already weakened,
Yeah,
and then
exactly right.
and there's something going around that's.
Yeah, it's pretty much adapt to like the stuff coming out of your pores. Like it ends up the virus or whatever clings hold of that inside of you. Yeah, and ends up getting you.
Yeah. No, well, stay strong, brother. Like, don't get that vaccine. That is probably the worst thing you could ever do. I'm really happy to meet someone like you that has similar views to myself. That I actually lost my job not long ago because I'm not getting the vaccine.
All right.
So like I'm just out here making these streams, like just being in nature, kind of getting back to our reality.
Yeah.
You don't need the TV. You don't need to be told.
Yeah, no way, mate.
You don't need to be told where you are, what to do, those sort of things. Like as I said, I homeschool my children, so we teach them what we're meant to teach them, plus everything else in our beautiful world around here.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, mate. The distraction and everything.
Oh yeah.
Not the what kids at 13 or 14 to 15 years of age. That's initiation time, and that's another big main reason why people are lost in this world, because of initiations.
Shit. Sorry, mate.
Right.
No, we're still live. Yep, I was just making sure. Yeah, we're still live. Initiation. I mean, all the distractions that kids have these days, they're really targeted at younger children by the time they're 13, 14, 15, when, as you said, initiation time to become a man or a woman.
Yeah.
They're just so far away from the connect of the earth and from their culture, from their people, that they don't even feel the need to go through those initiations, do they? They don't really want to. Is that what you're saying?
That's a big main learning time of respect. And reality as you're growing up.
Yeah.
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 For the rest of your life.
I mean, yeah, you should be taking learning about what the world is from elders like yourself, like from your father and your father before you. That's where the young people should be learning the information, not from the idiot box, not from social media and screens.
Don't read it. We never read it. We never read anything growing up. We had to earn it.
Yeah.
You've got to earn things.
Yep.
As far out, you don't earn your feed, catch your feed. You had to starve for a while. You know what I mean? They'd make you feel it.
Yeah. And then upon being part of your people, or part of the culture, or part of going through initiation, you become one with your people. You understand. You can help your people. That's what it is all about, isn't it? Just helping our own people.
Yeah, exactly. Feeling comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Feeling comfortable, far out. That's one big disgraceful thing that I see in this place, in the world today, man. Feeling uncomfortable.
Exactly. Yep.
Um,
There's so much divide, isn't there?
oh,
There's,
yeah, man.
they want us to attack each other. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
we're not really fighting the government, are we?
Yeah.
On the streets when you go down the
Yeah,
shops,
no.
people come up to you and say, "Where's your mask?"
Yeah.
Or can you show your vaccine status? Like it's people attacking people, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly, man.
No one's sticking together. No one's
And,
staying strong. Like forming a line. Like
yeah.
obviously you would have seen it through the years of here you being on Earth. Like the levels of government taking things away from people, controlling people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's just like far out evil on top of evilness. That's oh, mate. I'm glad I'm out of here, I tell you that.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it?
I
Look,
just come back from going crazy in that world, you know.
you can. It's very easy, isn't it, to go crazy in this world that we live in at the moment. Like, look how beautiful this is.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, yeah.
all you've got to listen to is the birds, to the waves, to you. All you got to look at is the beautiful world around us. Like, how much better is this than, people telling you put masks on, people telling you this is what you have to do, this is what you have to comply with. Like,
it's not hard to see, man, that Mother Nature's gone crazy over a lot of things, you know.
The world is upset, isn't it?
Oh yeah, she's very angry, mate. Mother Earth and the atmosphere. It's sad, you know, to an Aboriginal person like myself, mate. It's very, very hard to comply with. I've been losing our families even faster now, even faster. My nan and the elders and things like that, history's just getting lost even faster and faster. But like there's still a lot of us that come back through with the knowledge and things like that. It's just getting fewer and fewer people, that's all.
Do you speak your native language?
Yeah, I speak a bit. Yeah.
So you can still pass it on to...
Yeah, I've done a lot of dancing, Aboriginal dancing. I've been to Italy for 6 weeks dancing. I went over there and met up with every Indigenous culture there is and danced with them. We rotated for 6 weeks.
That's fantastic.
Over there.
Yeah.
In old cathedrals. Very eerie old cathedrals.
Yeah.
And I was in US for 4 weeks. And I've gone from Hollywood all the way to Yosemite National Park. And I danced at the foot of the mountain there.
I suppose, wherever you go, you see the ancient cultures like yourself, like wherever you go when you meet up with them, their culture is being taken away, isn't it? Like it's kind of, you go and seek out those things being a cultural man yourself. But in everyday society, like whether it be the government or just the society as it is, like it tries to take away your culture, try to make you fit into to the world, like be significant in the world, not be significant to yourself.
Yeah.
And your people.
Exactly, mate. Yeah, being significant to yourself, far out. Honour, honour and pride and it's all like turning into soul searching. Yeah.
I agree. I couldn't agree with you more, mate. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the stream now. I'll keep talking if you want to talk, but I'm just going to end the stream.
Send it up.
Everyone, thank you for joining us for a very special edition of Flat Earth School. If you feel like the world turns on you, turn to Flat Earth School. It is around us 24/7 since the beginning of existence. I've been Mitchell from Australia. This has been Shane, a local Aboriginal person that has graced us on this.
My name's Whack Whack. I'm in this area from Bega all the way up to the Shoalhaven River. It's black duck country. I carried a big black duck around for 15 years. 15 years. Everywhere I went, no matter what, every day, in town, everywhere. I went. He sat right next to me. No one come near me. He'd go to bite him and everything. Yeah, his name was Whack Whack.
Yeah, yep.
Tattooed on my arm.
Whack Whack, yeah. That's awesome.
A bit of a boxer as well.
Yeah. A lot of Aboriginal people are, you kind of have
yeah.
to be, don't you? You got to protect yourself.
Yeah, way back when, all my grandfathers, we had 14 brothers. Yeah, and my grandfather.
Yeah.
And they was all boxers. They was all very tall and very, very hard. Very hard.
Yeah, hard life, yeah. Yeah, got to protect yourself, don't you? Yeah. Everyone in the chat saying thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Have a good day.
I really
Bye.
appreciate it.